What's up, Scyushi Squad? We back again for some more Trove, and today we've cracked the code. We're going to be talking about the event itself, so this is the summer event 2020, but we're also going to be covering all of the prisms that we've got going on, because there's basically a really cryptic Easter egg hunt. And this video is hopefully going to alleviate that. Ultimately, though, you're going to end up getting a couple things out of this. The event in question that we're going to be dealing with is going to end up giving you this pride mount, which is, I mean, it's a rainbow carpet, so how can you say no to it? And then the prism event itself, the prisms that we're going to be searching for are ultimately going to end up giving you this crown, this costume, and this Draco staff. Now, this is not to be confused with the other new items, which is related to the Summer Fun pack, which gives you a whole bunch of other things, but I'll probably have that video come out tomorrow because I'm kind of in a rush today. I want to try and get this video out to you guys, and then I gotta rush downtown and get some work done on my tattoo and stuff like that. So anyways, before we get started with it, I want to let you guys know, if you're new to Trove, you can use that sign up link down in the description, and then anything you buy out of the cash shop, I'll end up making a percentage of it. It's an awesome way that you can support me just by literally playing this game. It doesn't increase the price of anything. It's just a helpful way that you guys can literally help me out. It helps me pay the bills and stuff, so seriously, thank you to all of you that have actually gone out of your way to do it, because there's quite a few of you. Now, the first part of the event is to change your look at the barbershop. You don't actually have to change your look at all. You can just open this thing, and bam, it's already going to end up getting the event complete. I'd recommend you make yourself headless gang, because otherwise having a head in this game is just, yeah. Why would you do it? So you're going to end up getting 3 illustrious gem boxes out of that. Pretty decent reward, honestly speaking. Then you have to throw some confetti balls at yourself. The event in question will have given you some confetti balls, but not enough to end up actually completing this portion of the event. So you'll have to use the Radiant Dayspring, which we have one in our club world, but otherwise it's just going to end up being in the hub, which we'll be looking at that a little bit later with the prisms and stuff, so don't worry. But basically, in the general section, you can craft confetti balls, and then you just gotta throw down 5 of these, and then you'll end up getting an experience potion. And then, weirdly enough, like, this is it kind of feels like it's out of sorts, because the next part is to check out the Radiant Dayspring. It seems like that should have come first, you know? But otherwise, it's just gonna be right here in the hub, so you just literally open the crafting table, and bam, that part of the event is complete. You'll get 3 empowered gem boxes out of it. Then you have to craft a Prismatic Essence. So that's going to be in the prismatics right here. Honestly speaking, I hope this prismatic event just stays permanently, because that would be awesome, dude. Like, Trove keeps adding like all these nice little events, but they're only temporary, and I just personally don't agree with that way of developing a game. Just because, I mean, more notably, I'm picking shots at Fortnite, because Fortnite kind of sucks. I mean, the game would be great if it kept all of the different game modes, but it keeps removing them, and then you guys don't care. So anyways, you just gotta craft this bad boy right here, which is gonna cost Pearls of Wisdom, which is randomly dropped from enemies, or just loot. Well, is it even dropped from enemies anymore? I don't know. It's just from, oh yeah, found rarely from defeating enemies. Also, you can loot collect stellar gear. I think it has to be stellar and up in order to get it. Pearls off of it. Maybe it's radiant, I don't know. But out of that, you're only going to end up getting 4 of these, so you'll end up having, I guess, 5 total. And then the next part of the event is to use the Prismatic Essence, and that is going to end up giving you this pride mount. You're also going to notice, like, if we end up using this, well, this one doesn't seem to do anything. It's really weird. I guess it gives you sparkles around your character. It's very subtle. But what they want you to do next is just, it's very strange that it's not explained. And this is kind of foreshadowing for the entire Prismic event that we got going on. So what they actually say in the event is use those sparkles on you to try and find whatever is hidden in the hub. If you run out of sparkles, eat another Prismatic Essence to gain them back and get a clue. I'm proud of you, Trovian, bet you can solve this mystery. I don't know how people figured this out as fast as they did. I'm guessing, like usual, the devs ended up leaking a lot of this, and then players just kind of took it from there. I don't know. I mean, that's just how these events usually are completed. That said, you know, everyone kind of combined their efforts and ended up figuring this out. I don't really take credit for it. I'm just a mediator. I'm just presenting this to you guys so that you can see. So anyways, this first part of the event is so cryptic and weird. You gotta come over here, And as you end up having the sparkles around your character, we cannot do it right now, but you'll actually just go up to this eye and press E. So as we have the sparkles around us, we would press E on this, and then it would basically open up a crafting table where you would be able to craft the next item, which is going to end up being not the blue one, it's the red one. I got like a bunch of like weird items in my inventory, but you would end up getting the red prismatic from it. But before we end up doing that part of the event, last but not least, you have to earn dragon coins. Now, the weird thing about this part of the event, also, after exploring the hub, you'll get 10 chaos chests. Sorry, guys. But the weirdest part of this event is that this last part just has you collecting dragon coins, period. So while you could wait until an hour rolls over where you actually get like a coin collection challenge or just a dragon challenge or whatever, you can actually cheese your way through this event, part of the event, pretty quickly. You can either end up using your dragon tome to end up getting the dragon coins, or you could quite literally just spend your qubits and end up buying these 5 dragon coins each. And ultimately, you just have to get 25 dragon coins, and then the event itself is going to give you 25 more. Yeah. So now this is it, boys and girls. This is the cryptic part of the video. So you'll notice that there's all these different prisms, right? The essence, right? So we'll have like down at the dragon eye guy, the dragon eye crafting table, in order to unlock the red essence crafting recipe, that's what we would have interacted with down at the eyeball down there, and it costs 50 dragon coins. So if you don't have any dragon coins, that's where you would collect 25, and then the game would split the difference with you and give you the rest of the 25. And then at that crafting table, we would have been able to unlock the red prismatic essence, right? And then every time you end up crafting one of these, you're going to have to take a whole dragon coin, which honestly speaking, I'd only recommend that you craft one of each of these or 2 of them. We'll talk about why in a bit. It's quite literally because the costume is going to cost 1 of each, and you're going to have to use one of these prisms anytime that you end up getting to the actual secret event area, right? So let's talk about unlocking the orange essence. So you're going to need the red essence in order to do this. What you're basically looking for is in the geode surface, the geode topside, in the light red biome. So that's going to be this one right here. You're going to be looking for a kind of a spire similar to the Leviathan spawns. Now, you're not going to end up seeing a little hill or anything like that. Basically, you're going to be looking for this. So there's going to be a hole in the ground. You're going to spiral your way down it, and kind of right in the middle of the corkscrew, you want to blast your way into it. You don't want to go too low, and you don't want to go too high. The first time I went through here, I went all the way to the bottom and started blasting my way around, and I couldn't find anything. That's because you actually don't want to go all the way down. You want to blast kind of in the middle of the spire, near-ish the bottom, and then you'll end up finding this plant. And then you have to consume that red essence and then press E on the plant while you still have the essence. Now, keep in mind, if you have anybody else around you, as far as I know, if you have other people around you that have the essence active, they'll be able to get the plant as well. Maybe. I can't confirm that. I just know that it works for one of the later resources, so I'm assuming that it would work for this one, but it might not. It might be that it's just a one person, like a 1-by-1 ratio. Maybe one person finds it, one person consumes it, right? So anyways, after you end up getting that plant, you'll end up getting the orange essence. From that point, you want to end up crafting the orange essence back in the hub again, and the weird thing is that you're going to have to be able to get a Gonda trail. So if you're somebody like me, you're very fortunate because you already have Gonda. Otherwise, you can ask myself and other people to end up just giving you a Gonda trail. Basically, all you gotta do is consume the orange essence and then be on Gonda's golden trail. And then from that, you'll end up unlocking the yellow essence. Now you'll be using the yellow essence to unlock the green essence next, which is going to end up being very, very weird and cryptic. Not that the rest of this event wasn't really weird and cryptic to begin with, but you're going to want to go to a gardening bench, and in the Dabblers tab, there's going to be this green Fayern flower pip. You're going to want to craft at least one of these bad boys, and then basically what you're going to do is go over to the crafting table where you can end up getting all of your prop items. So you can use the builder's crafting table in order to craft these if you're a new starting player and you don't actually have access to them. It's actually in blocks and decorative. I don't know why I was looking looking at interactive. But basically, you're going to need the Highlands biome prop table and the Fae prop table. So over at the Highlands table right here, what you're going to craft out of this is a torch. You're going to need to craft this torch so that you can go to the Fae one and then craft a green torch. And then with the next part, you're going to want to place that green torch down and plant those flowers next to the green torch. At this point, you can end up using insta growers if you have your hands on them. In order to get them, you can end up getting them from the insta grower tome. You can also just grow insta growers through gardening. So if you don't have insta growers, you're just gonna have to wait a little bit for these plants to end up fully growing, right? And once they've fully matured, you're going to end up using the essence again. And then you're going to end up laser mancing those plants. And then from that, you're going to end up getting the item that will unlock the next prism or whatever. Now, and you're going to have a green essence again so that you can use it for the next part of the event, which the next part has you searching for deep sea dragon fragments. So the deep sea dragon, I already have tutorials talking about this guy already, but in short, you're going to be looking for an empty sea biome like this. It's going to end up being just in the water world. So, you know, keep your eyes peeled so that you can end up finding this dragon spawned at the bottom of it. Kill him, and then depending on the uber difficulty that you're in, he'll end up giving you more or less fragments. The point being is that you need to have 6 total. So you can, let's just say, for example, you kill him once and you get like 5 fragments. From that point on, you'll be fine, because the next part of it is that you're going to have to find his lair. His lair is going to be very obvious. It's going to look like this on the map and stand out like a sore thumb. Get into the lair, and there's always going to end up being a guaranteed dragon that you can end up finding, so long as other players haven't defeated it. I'd recommend that, you know, you check in the world if other people want the dragon and then invite them in, just because, you know, it's going to end up being a lot easier and more convenient for them. I ended up having random people helping me out while I was searching as well, so it's very, very appreciated. And then anyways, you defeat the dragon, and then you're going to end up getting to that 6th fragment. And then, this is where it gets strange, not that it already isn't. That's the key words today. You're going to have to bomb your way through the southwest part of his dungeon, and then you're going to end up finding this weird little secret room. Now, in order to interact with this table, once again, you're going to want to consume your essence, then interact with it, and then you're going to unlock the next color. So now that you've unlocked the blue essence, this part, oh my god, like, I can't believe that this whole like prism essence event is just taking up all of the secrets of Trove in one, because now you guys are gonna have to go to the secret old hub. Now, those of you that haven't been with the channel for a long enough time won't even know that there is actually a secret toilet mount in the game, and in order to get it, you have to go to the secret hub. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into the hub area, and you're gonna go all the way to the west. And then from that point, once you end up getting right to the edge of the map, you can actually see very obviously that is going to end up being a deep sea of regret. That's what the blank biome is. And basically you're going to take damage while you're in that biome. So what you're trying to do is plant down a cornerstone just at the edge of the map so that you can fly as high as you can, so that you're not taking damage from the ocean, and you're just gonna fly west. Just keep going west, 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 until eventually you'll end up finding this platform just kind of floating in outer space. It's going to end up having this portal in it, and that portal is going to take you to the old hub. Now, you can explore this area if you want, just because it's kind of cool. It's kind of what the old hub used to be like, and more notably, you can end up finding a NPC around here, or a crafting table, I forget, that will end up allowing you to literally craft a toilet mount, which is really, really expensive. But as if that isn't already crazy enough, what we're gonna essentially be doing next is putting down a cornerstone, hopefully right next to the hub. You can have them kind of out in the ocean too, and it should be okay. And then kind of down at bedrock, like you're gonna have your cornerstone go all the way down into the earth, right, until you can't dig anymore. And then you're just going to end up opening up an entrance on the side of your cornerstone, and then you should be able to use that as a cheesy way that you can get into the underground maze. Now, this underground maze is nothing more than kind of shout outs to the early bird people that ended up donating to Trove when it was in early access way back when Tryon Worlds was just having the very basic idea of this game, right? Now, what you're going to be doing in this maze is, it's kind of annoying just because it's very random, but pretty much just try to stick to the west side of the maze as much as you can, and just, you know, whether it's northwest, southwest, it doesn't matter. Just stay on the west side, keep going as much as you can, and look at all of those skulls on the ground that are going to end up naming various people that are donated back in the day, right? What you're going to be looking for is Kevin's skull. Once you find Kevin's skull, you're going to consume your essence, and then you're going to interact with it, and ultimately that's going to end up getting you the next essence. So now that you finally have the purple essence, this is the last part of it, and then you'll be able to work on getting your hands on the costume. So you're going to search either the Fae biome or the Highlands biome until you end up finding this dungeon. So this is the giant rainbow tree dungeon, right? And as you're searching through this dungeon, it's going to be very, very well hidden, but you're going to be looking for this plant. It kind of looks like a crown, but essentially is going to end up being a plant. It can be in all sorts of really, really crazy hidden spots. Where we found it was just inside one of the rainbow fruits on the tree. And this is the one that I mentioned earlier, where so long as you have everybody around you consume the essence at the same time, then no matter who lasermancies it, lasermancy being just using your laser in the game, that's actually what it's called. Whoever ends up doing that and destroying it, everybody around is going to end up getting it, so long as they consume the essence. I think that this is because it works as a plant, so that's why I assume and hope that the essence from earlier, the red essence, is going to end up working towards the plant that's in the corkscrew and the geode topside, whatever. So anyways, out of this, you're going to end up getting the item that will allow you to craft the costume, the Draco costume. And then finally, you can come back to the hub and you'll see that in order to craft this costume, it's going to cost all of the essence. And then you can end up unlocking it. Bada bing, bada boom. Here you go. Very beautiful. It doesn't really have new cool flames or anything like that. It's just the blue flames, but it does have kind of sparkles coming out of it. I do appreciate the red tail, even if the armor itself is kind of blue and strange. The staff is cool, the helmet's cool, your bombs are actually going to end up being different and very cute and adorable, and more so than that, your ultimate ability is also going to affect your dragon babies, and you basically become this beautiful giant rainbow dragon, which looks adorable. I love it. So that's going to end up being the prism part of the event, gamers. So hopefully that was helpful for you. I'm going to try my best to cut this down and make it so that it's as explanative as possible, because it's weird. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Smash like, sub for more. I gotta rush this video out to you guys, so I hope that it ended up being helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Stay up, gamers.